look better in the brochure.
You two don't mind sharing, do you?
I thought we were supposed to dump our weapons in Brighton.
I got that after we left Brighton.
When? You've been with us the whole time.
And you've been spying on me the whole time? Have you not slept since then?
How long do you think we'll have to stay here?
There's a lot of money involved. That always makes things complicated. I'm going out.
You sure that's a good idea? I didn't know you smoked.
Where were you two?
Aurelio here is up to something, though he won't let us in on what that is. His two best mates at the moment, and no love. What the fuck is up with that?
Isn't it a little early for that?
To the friends I never had. May we stay together until the very end.
What a waste of time. 6 months we spent planning that. And here we are. We should be richer than our wildest dreams, and forgive me, Aurelia, but we're stuck in this flat.
As I said before, it looks better in the brochure.
Won't Tony be mad?
Annoyed, sure.
He knows it wasn't our fault.
But doesn't someone have to take the blame?
He may have a point.
Oh, don't you both go getting paranoid on me. I've known Tony for over 10 years. This has happened to me before. The crew I was with, we waited. Tony got everything sorted out. I was on a new job within a couple of weeks.
A couple of weeks? With you two?
What's the matter? Bored with us already?
So now what?
We wait for Tony to contact us.
Well, you two can wait. I'm going to check out the signs.
Do you think that's wise?
Look, how suspicious does it look? The three of us cooped up in here for who knows how long? Doesn't it look better if we go out and take advantage of this beautiful city? So, are you both coming? The Bridge of Sighs. Called that because as the men were led to prison, the view from those tiny openings would be the last that many of them ever saw Venice. So, are you going to tell me what you were really doing earlier?
Haven't planned on it.
We'll have to do it the hard way. It's like you read my mind.
you ever killed anyone? I shot a kid once.
Jesus.
It all happened so fast. Some kids near where I've grown up were fighting, they always fought. And there was always this one young boy who was crying outside my door. So one day I asked him, "What's wrong?" He replied, "That boy over there, he always hits me, calls me queer, and he takes my money that my mum gave me for lunch." Something snapped, you know. It resonated. So I got up, I took out my gun, and I aimed it at the fucker. I knew he was dead. I had to find myself a new place to live.
Well, remind me not to get on your bad side.
When did you meet Tony?
I met him at a Hollywood party.
Neat.
I did. I was visiting Los Angeles, and so was he. We met at the same party, and we've been friends ever since.
And what did you two talk about?
Gangster movies, mostly. He asked if I enjoyed the old De Niro or the new De Niro. And I said the old De Niro, obviously. Where else can you find a man so intoxicatingly sexy and yet dangerous? Travis will forever be my ultimate man.
That's not a gangster film.
Yeah, it is.
I beg to differ.
So you'd like to be taken to a movie house that shows pornographic films?
I sure would.
Did you sleep with him?
Who? Tony?
No, De Niro. You're ignoring the question.
I look like a man. And don't either of you dare fucking judge me for it.
And you?
Well, that's quite a story to tell.
Well, it seems we have the time.
Well, how about I give you the abbreviated version? I was young. I got mixed up with some inexperienced kids. We did a job. Something went wrong. I had to fix it. I guess you could say I got some attention.
So Tony found you?
In a way, we found each other.
And what about you? How did you meet Tony?
It was by accident, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I thought I was meeting a guy about a computer programming position in a local cafe. I sat down at a table opposite Tony. He didn't know I wasn't who he was meant to be interviewing. Turns out he liked what I'd done with computers, and he asked me if I would like to take on a position that was much better paid. How could I refuse?
So none of us sought him out.
Suppose not. Why?
Well, then none of us have anything to prove to him.
Need a walk.
I think I'd have really liked you in another life.
Had we not been cold-blooded thieves, you mean?
Do you do this often? Don't sleep with women in your cruise.
I don't usually get put in cruises with other women. You might actually be the first.
Kevin? Really?
Do you usually sleep with the men in your cruise?
All the time. Do you want one?
If you mind.
Oh my god. What the fuck happened? You're bleeding.
Yeah, got that.
How the fuck did you get that?
We've been here, what, roughly a day and a half? And I can't do this anymore.
Do what?
I saw one.
You saw one what?
It was there, right in front of my eyes. It was beautiful. A jewelry store.
Oh my god. Did you rob a jewelry store?
No.
Good, because that would have been pretty fucking stupid.
But I wanted to. That's the point that I'm making. With thieves. Not fucking tourists.
Hang on. I'm a little confused. How the fuck did you get that?
This? I tried to stop some kids from fighting and they stabbed me.
Jesus!
It's alright. They apologised.
I need a walk.
What now?
Trevor's giving me some things to think about.
That man is up to something.
You better be trying to find a way out of this mess.
I should clean that.
You really are beautiful.
You are delirious. Your wound's not so bad. You look much worse than it was.
Do you really think Aurelio's up to something?
Aren't we all?
What did you mean earlier about not owing Tony anything?
Well, I guess it's like if somebody gives you a chance that you know you can't turn down, well, you do everything in your power not to mess that up. But when we're just given things that we didn't really ask for, I guess you tend to be a bit more lax about the whole situation. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, I hope Tony's thought of that.
Of course he has. Why else do you think we're all here?
Do you think it's punishment?
I think he's trying to figure out what to do with us.
That's never good. Too much time with thought often leads to the wrong decision.
Exactly.
So what are we going to do?
I'm sure we'll think of something.
What if Aurelio just left us?
Well, I said he was popping out and then jumped on a train.
Yeah. Why didn't I think of that?
Because then Tony would spend the rest of his life hunting you down.
I believe this belongs to you.
Are you going to stand there all day like a waiter? Or are you going to join me?
What's this really about?
Aurelio, you're far more attractive than I thought you'd be.
I'd make a similar comment, though I don't know who the hell you are.
Not surprising, considering I build my business on not being seen. You, however, seem to have fucked that up.
Excuse me?
Don't play coy with me. You and I both know why you're here. Holiday? I think not.
So that's it, is it? You're here to sell me out for a large sum.
Oh, goodness, no. Do you think that's good for business?
Okay, then. You want to blackmail me into working with you?
I see. All beauty and not much brains.
All right. Fuck you.
I do want to hire you.
Do you work with Tony?
No.
I don't think he'd like me changing sides.
No. I suspect not.
So, you just want me to up and leave, is that it?
No, no. Like I said before, you fucked that up.
Okay, then. So what now?
You're going to have to figure that out. I'll be in touch.
Shouldn't we wait for Aurelio?
Fuck Aurelio. Shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
So what does this mean for us?
It means that we're in bigger trouble than we thought we were.
My thoughts exactly.
What if we don't show this to Aurelio?
What do you mean? We can't do that.
Why can't we?
Really? You do that. Right, for sure.
What did I miss? What's this?
Read it.
Shit. Is this for real?
No. I wrote it as a joke. Thought it'd be funny.
Well, one of us is going to have to do this.
Right. Yeah. And which one of us is that going to be?
Well, not me.
And not me. And not Trevor. So what now?
What do you suppose we do? Draw straws? I thought this would all be okay.
Obviously not. Now, one of us has to go down for a little jewel heist gone wrong.
I don't want to go to fucking prison.
Yeah, well, I know what you told him.
You weren't going to tell me? What? You're just going to turn me in?
About it.
Look, there has to be another way.
You read the note. Someone has to confess to this mess.
And you know as well as I do that no one's going to volunteer to do this.
And what do you suggest? Live out our days running together? Or, better yet, in this lovely place that you like to call it?
One thing's for certain, not one of us can leave each other's sight.
You think that one of us would go behind the other person's back and turn them in?
You bet I do.
I don't think that's going to work out for me.
Okay then, you forfeit and we turn you in.
No, not happening.
Then stuck with us you are.
Great. I'm stuck in this flat with you two.
There's no way I'm being locked up with you.
Oh no, you don't. What the fuck are we gonna do?
One usually gets dressed after. We could always turn Trevor in,
You do that?
wouldn't you? Hang on a minute. You were actually going to turn me in.
I suppose I was. But you didn't know about it, so it seemed more innocent.
So why tell me?
Trevor's idea.
So he should take the blame.
You like Trevor.
Okay. Then I'll turn you in.
You wouldn't dare.
I am a bit afraid of you. What are we going to do?
Yes.
I have an idea.
This ought to be good.
Look, the only reason we haven't just run away is because we haven't got the proper funds to do so, right?
Well, that. Oh, and like you said earlier, wouldn't Tony spend the rest of his life hunting us down?
Right. How about we get him his money just from another job?
What are you saying?
I'm saying we buy our lives back.
And what about the person who has to take the fall for the heist gone wrong?
We make Tony pin it on another guy. Look, somebody has to take the blame for this. But why does it have to be us? He's punishing us for a job gone wrong. Have him pin it on a guy from another crew with heist experience.
How does he pin it on someone who wasn't even there?
I don't know about that. But what I do know is that money talks with guys like Tony.
And how do you suppose we get this large sum of money?
I don't know.
Great! So we're back to square one.
Look, we're all criminals. We can find a good heist.
And who's going to back us?
Don't we all know people?
You can't contact them, remember. We don't exist right now. Any contact will just put ourselves and those we contact in jeopardy.
So what are your walks for then?
Kind of gotta get some exercise.
So what am I for?
Look, I might know someone who can help us here.
You're just putting him in jeopardy!
Well, it's either that or one of us is going to prison.
I say we contact him.
Well, of course you'd say that.
If you don't go along with us, Trevor and I will make you the scapegoat. Isn't that right, Trevor?
You both think you're so fucking cute, don't you?
Do you really know a guy here?
Do you really think this will work?
If it doesn't, I say we turn Aurelio in.
Aurelia. Aurelia, are you awake?
Of course I am.
How did we get in this mess? Should have been an easy cleanup.
Well, something obviously points back to Tony.
You think somebody's right? And let another fall.
I won't believe a single thing that girl says. What would you say to us turning her in?
Why?
Because you and I have a future. And if we don't, she'll turn us both in. Good night, Trevor.
Oh, no, you don't.
Shut up, Hannah.
What the fuck? Aurelio? Aurelio, come back here. Ciao, Bella? What the fuck? You're not even Italian! Ouch! What is this? Oh. Come back! Aurelio, come back! Please? Why haven't we been using these? Oh. Aurelio! Trevor? Trevor!
Aurelio? Aurelio? Where's Aurelio? And what happened to you?
I'm a bit tied up.
Where's the keys?
With Aurelio, I expect. Great. I'll just wait here then. Where did you learn to do that?
Do you not know how?
Yeah, I do. Just wondering where you've learned such a handy little trick.
It's a little thing called childhood.
So where is Aurelio?
Ow! Quite possibly turning one of us in, which is why we need to get me free and go after him. Are you kidding me? Go get dressed, Trevor.
I may have found a solution to my problem.
There was an invitation.
Where are we going to find Aurelio?
I may have an idea.
What's that?
Nothing.
So what is your plan? It's not just to waltz into the police station and throw Aurelio to the wolves. Right? Right?
You're right. We can't go in there.
Is that a yes then?
Is that what you constitute as a yes?
So what's your plan? To come and work for me?
Tony needs someone to take the blame for what happened. One of the other two takes the fall, and I'm free to come work with you.
And you'd leave Tony just like that?
I tell him I need a break. See how things work out with you, and can't be worse than this mess I'm already in. You ever gonna tell me your name?
Do you not find it more exciting this way? Meet me here tomorrow.
That might be tricky.
I guess I'll have to find somebody else. I have another man coming in 5 minutes. You're going to have to leave.
You're joking, right?
I'll see you tomorrow, Aurelia.
What happens if my guy doesn't pull through?
Well, then we're back to square one.
Could we fund ourselves?
I don't know about you, but I like the funding.
Me too.
Where the fuck were you, Aurelio? Turning one of us in?
Not yet.
Well, maybe you won't get the chance now.
What's with the gun?
What was with the handcuffs?
I'm really gonna shoot a man. Take the blame for you.
Well, let's go meet the fucker that's going to save us.
You both still going along with this ridiculous plan?
Well, it's either that or one of us goes to jail.
So what? This guy finds us a heist, backs us, we play it out, and whatever money we earn, we give back to Tony, only for him to put the blame on another one of his better men.
Basically.
It'll never work.
Well, then we're turning you in.
Oh. See, you and Sonia are now buddy-buddy. Did you fuck her?
Come on, gentlemen. Together until the very end. Isn't that right? So where were you earlier?
Just taking a walk.
How convenient. And what was with the handcuffs?
So you wouldn't follow me.
I like you, gentlemen. I really do. It's the only reason I haven't turned you in yet. Think on that.
This is it. What are we supposed to say to him?
You mean, hello, we're here about a possible heist of it. Isn't going to cut it.
Are you sure this is right?
Yeah.
Maybe he isn't home. Maybe he's on a job of his own.
Can you call him?
With what phones? We left ours in Brighton, remember? So now what are we supposed to do?
Let's back our own heist. Raise the money ourselves.
I think you're forgetting one very important thing.
Which is?
The longer we wait, the more impatient Tony gets. And if we wait too long, he'll just turn us all in.
So that's it. One of us is going to have to take the blame.
That's it. Just like when a prostitute takes all your money at the bar and you're thinking you're going to be having a jolly good time later on, only to realise that that payment up front never amounts to anything more than being screwed over most non-literally.
Right. So one of us is going to have to take the blame then.
Well, fuck.
I don't want to go to prison.
Oh, no one wants to go. And besides, you've said this fact one too many times.
Was there ever a moment before now that either of you thought maybe you shouldn't be in this line of work?
I've always loved this line of work. It's what I'm good at. The pay isn't bad. I virtually get to work almost anywhere in the world. It's a dream job.
And you?
That really is right. It's a dream occupation.
So that's a no then.
No. Maybe there was this one time. I was in Prague, and do you know that bridge? The one where lovers put locks to symbolise them being forever in love.
No, but go on.
I know that bridge.
Well, I stood there, and I realised that I'd never have that. We always meet different people and go to different places, but no one would ever truly know me. But then I also realised that this job allows me to be whoever I want to be. And go wherever I want to go. And so the moment passed, and I'm still here.
And you?
I once had a gun pulled on me by a fellow team member. He wanted me to do something against my will. It felt a little bit like this moment right now, actually. Anyway, that's when I had second thoughts.
But you're still here.
I figured that had to be the worst I'd ever encounter. And besides, like we all know, the money's good, right? So here we all are until one of us decides who is going to take the blame. How do you ask someone to go to prison for you? Do you look them in the eye and intimidate them? Or do you take the sneakier approach so that they never know what hit them? Do you ever look at the moment and think, what the fuck happened?
I may know someone who can help.
And are they here in Venice?
And they're really gonna help us.
They might.
Well, finally, a glimmer of hope.
We'll meet with them tomorrow.
Would you really go behind our backs? So we didn't know what hit us?
Hopefully, next to Aurelia, you'll never have to find out.
What are you doing?
Wishing I was someone else for a moment. You have no idea how close I came to turning you in.
You serious?
Don't I look serious?
So why tell me?
We have a good thing going on, the three of us. Why change it if we don't have to? So are we going to meet your friend now then?
Actually, I think I should meet with them alone. Might be safer. They know nothing of you.
Hang on.
Trevor! We don't want to scare them off. This is our last chance.
Okay. Just don't be too long.
What?
See you soon.
You're just gonna let him go?
Yeah. Because we're going to follow him. Go get dressed, Trevor.
Where did you get those? Same place you got the gun.
One can never be too prepared.
You work with Saskia, don't you? The man I've been trying to get in touch with since I arrived.
He was detained.
So he sent you.
Disappointed.
Not in the least.
Who the fuck is that girl?
Jealous?
Have you turned on one of your colleagues yet?
Not yet. But I will. Tonight.
Can I ask you something?
If you must.
I don't know why I'm going to say this. Because soon we all won't be together,
Do you
but...
like me, Trevor?
Oh,
I like a guy that says exactly what they want. Confidence is a huge turn.
I know I don't want to be here. In this mess.
Away from me? Come on. Let's go.
What about Aurelian?
He's not turning us in anytime soon. He seems a bit preoccupied at the moment.
So? So what now? Let's go somewhere. Or run away and leave all this mess behind.
And what about Rio?
He'll be our scapegoat.
I think that girl of his will be good for all of us.
You don't want to run away with me? You don't want to run away with me?
What do you think? Are we trying to raise a frog and put a lock on that bridge? You are beautiful, Ria.
You still haven't told me what this job is.
No. Is that how it's going to be? All business?
Isn't that how it is for you? And you still haven't told me what your name is.
What do you think my name is?
Suppose it doesn't matter really, does it? So long as I'm getting paid.
I want you to steal from Tony.
What?
You heard me. You're his closest man. I want you to use that to our advantage and steal from him.
I don't understand.
What's not to understand? I'm hiring you to do a job. You asked me what it is, and I'm telling you.
Okay. Why am I stealing from him exactly?
Because he stole something from me.
Revenge seldom works out to our liking.
Does that mean you don't want to come and work for me?
No, I'm not saying that.
I promise I'll make it worth your while. You don't have a future with Tony, but with me you have the chance to do great things. Look what he's done to you already. It wasn't your fault what happened.
Did you have something to do with it?
Do you think I had something to do with it? Call me on this tomorrow when you're clean. Mine's the only number in there. And then we can start the prep work. This is what you want, Aurelio, isn't it? Why else would you have contacted Saskia behind Tony's back?
You're right. It is what I want.
Good. Then I'll be expecting your call tomorrow.
You have another man on his way over here.
You know you're the only man for me.
Only I could believe you.
Do you think you would have slept with me had our heist gone according to plan?
I guess we'll never know.
Did you sleep with me just so maybe I'd turn myself in?
Now, why would you say that?
You know what's going to happen if Aurelio's friend doesn't come through. Two of us will gang up on the other.
And you think I'm either going to gang up on Aurelio or you?
You're not so safe either. Aurelio and I could gang up on you.
How'd it go with your friend?
Not as I expected.
What does that mean? One of us is still going to have to take the blame. one of us is still going to prison.
What a fucking waste of time.
Fuck, that guy was fast. 6 months we've been planning this. We were so careful.
Like I said before, heists go wrong.
You don't think someone tipped us off, do you?
What do you mean?
I mean, how did that guy know to come back early the one day we were to rob the place? He was on a lunch break, the store was about to close, we had 10 minutes.
I'm just glad we got out the back. We were masked and holding machine guns. We would have been shot on sight.
Yeah, with blanks in them.
Well, they didn't know that, love.
And because Tony didn't get his money, he couldn't pay off the worker.
And now Tony goes down unless one of us does. £43 million that house was worth.
So how do we do this then? Anyone have a family?
I do.
No, you don't.
If it's going to get me off the bloody hook, then yes, I do.
You wanted to kill your dad. That doesn't count.
And your parents are dead. So there. We're all even.
Oh, I see you two have been making friends.
Yeah. We fucked too. Rather enjoyed myself, actually.
So how are we going to do this then?
What if? What if we made some sort of a deal?
Such as?
Hypothetically speaking, whoever takes the fall, we promise to pay them out a large sum of money.
Do you really think you're going to be able to keep up that bargain? I doubt, after we leave this room, that any of us are ever going to speak again.
And here I thought you liked us.
I do like you. But silly me, I have a hard time liking people that are going to send me to the fucking wolves.
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
One of us is about to go to prison and you're dancing.
I sure am. Would you really turn me in?
What do you...
And do what? Mind if I cut in?
She's all yours.
You do realise Trevor and I will be turning you in?
Funny. Seeing as he said we were turning you in.
So you and I are the only ones in question. How does that seem fair?
I suppose it doesn't, does it?
So next time, then, what could it be that you've fallen for him?
No, of course not.
So next time, then.
You're just trying to get out of this.
Isn't that what you're doing? Actually, you're right. You can't turn it in. You're right, I plan to turn you on.
I think you may have found his feelings towards me have changed in the last couple of hours.
How do you know?
I'm not sure I like the tone in which you speak.
Trevor and I agreed that he needed to get you into bed. That he needed to make you feel that he cared for you. This way, you didn't see it coming. We're turning you in.
Oh, yeah? If you even think about turning me in, I'll tell the authorities I found this on you both.
What's that?
Collateral.
Where did you get that?
I fucking stole it! When I saw our house was going poorly, I grabbed it just before we left. One can never be too prepared, can one?
And how are you going to place that on us?
I could shoot you and place it in your belongings. No one said it had to be a live person that took the blame. But who should I choose?
Did you mean that toast you made the other day?
What?
To the friends I never had. May we stay together until the very end.
I know you, Aurelio. You're up to something.
And I may know a way out of this.
Or how about I just shoot you and leave safely?
Let's hear him out, Sonia.
You would say that, wouldn't you? But I'm done waiting around. I'm not going down for this mess. I was all up for finding a way out of this. You're threatening me, and I will take one of you out.
So who will it be? Which will you choose?
It's me. It's done. Meet me at the Fundamente Nuave. 1 hour.
Which way are you going?
I bet you're wondering where I am right now.
The thought was beginning to cross my mind.
Afraid I couldn't stick around. If you were about to go down for that jewel heist, what was it you said? Yes, that I fucked up. Reach into your pocket.
Well played, Aurelia. Well played. But this is not over yet.
No, I suspect that after they let you out on good behaviour, you'll come find me. I'd hope for nothing less. I've notified the authorities exactly where you are. They'll be with you shortly. Go fuck yourself.
So what now?
I've heard Paris is quite nice. Lots of jewellery stores.